The control voice of doom. The other day, as I typically do as a ham radio operator, I was driving around town just listening to other hams on my rig and my ride. As par for the course these days, I didn't even have the head unit in my ride turned on because the chatter between hams is far more interesting to me than what's on commercial radio. As I listened to two particular hams, I became engrossed in what they were conversing about because it was about technical things that only a fellow ham radio operator would be interested in. Even though I could not see their physical faces, I knew they both had smiles on their faces because I as well had a smile on my face. Because I had found, as they had found, as a ham radio operator, it is a hobby which brings joy to our geeky, nerdy natures. This blissful chatter between the two hams continued for about 10 minutes, but then it happened. It wasn't the magic moment spoken of by the drifters, but it was instead the right out of hell moment that many married men experience when it comes to the things that they love to do. It was the moment when the control voice of doom, aka my whammon said, spoke. It started with one ham stating that my whammon said I had to cut back on my radio expenditures. Then the other ham responded that his whammon said that his ham radio shack was too cluttered. From that point on, the conversation went instantly from joyful excitement to forlorn doom because their whammon said they both had to be restricted in what they loved to do. As I listened, I knew immediately that the doom both hams faced was very real. So real, in fact, that I felt a palpable chill down my geeky, nerdy spine. This was because I felt the doom and unimaginable horror of what both married hams faced if they did not comply with the control voice of doom, which dictated things like, my whammon said that there is no need for that many radios. Or my whammon said that she now needs the space, which is being used for my ham radio hobby. Or my whammon said that I'm spending too much time talking to other hams. Or my whammon said that I'm spending too much money on a stupid hobby. And if they did not comply with the control voice of doom, aka my whammon said, both married hams would have hell to pay in terms of the consequences of their disobedience. Like finding out that their radios and associated equipment had been donated to the Salvation Army, which if they protested about the donation, their women would treat them to an exclusive stay at the Motel 50 to give them an adult version of a timeout. This consequence of disobedience is global in nature for any married man who faces the control voice of doom in relationship to the things he loves to do, because it effectively places the dark specter of a whammon's controlled doom over any hobby, pastime, etc., which brings joy and peace to a married man's heart, and thereby causing joy and peace to do an exit stage right out of a married man's heart whenever the control voice of doom, aka my whammon said, has spoken.